Sorry?
Revelio.
Attention, fellow artists. I didn't mean... If I could undo all that happened that day, I would. No sour notes, please. This next proposition took some practice, so do listen closely.
Lumos.
We beg silence of you. Quiet, please. We are making...
Revelio.
Pardon me, but I wonder if I might speak.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes. Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Aloha Mora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Revelio. Revelio.
How are your students getting along?
Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely...
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
Preparing for rebellion. Brutes. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be...
Aloha Mora.
if the...
control.
How dare you speak to a prefect that way?
I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it. Let's see how it's going.
Is that a student in the faculty tower?
Revelio. Revelio.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose, Professor. Quidditch being cancelled.
Revelio.
Suppose you should.
Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity...
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood. But I hope you will find the time. In case it matters, I do have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Have you found any more of those ghastly demiguise statues? I hope you've been staying vigilant with those demiguise statues. Oh, someone must.
Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Professor, could you tell me how you and Natty ended up at Hogwarts?
I can. I knew, without providing where...
Professor Weasley seems quite knowledgeable, so I'm...
Indeed. Such exchanges. It was an African.
I see.
She was deputy headmistress. Her timing was... Natsai was...
Natty's spoken of your move.
That sounds like... Now, I'm flying on...
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Clever? How offensive.
Next. Hello, mister.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some... I'll keep an... Revelio.
No, the one on invisibility.
Oh, I'll use you well on that one then.
Blasted charm.
Oh, whoever played that note needs to
Revelio.
Welcome back.
Reporting back.
Wisdom. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before you leave here.
Revelio.
Forest.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I seen. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden. Told horrible stories about it, and it's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to...
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students, these... You can usually find me right around here. Don't forget, the butterflies...
There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies. Revelio. Miss Willardsey will never believe where the butterflies led me. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Lumo! Levioso! Descendo! Glacis! Expelliarmus! Protego! Revelio. Well, well. Look what we have.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the...
Hello, Miss Willard.
Well, what happened?
Do let me know when you've had a chance to visit Dot.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did.
Nice to...
Ran, my brother, I'm simply at my wits.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists.
We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, thanks. If you wouldn't mind gathering some...
I can certainly try.
That would be wonderful.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr.
Indeed he was. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butt. Aidan took ill. The cavern is in the hill.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps.
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield. Charming hamlet.
This place has seen better days.
Such arrogance.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me. Wizards are running scared. As they should be. Quiet. Over it! Where did they go? Ah! You seem tired.
Leviosa! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Descendo! Defendo!
I will make you
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest. Come here. One less human to watch. Someone's here. You will regret. How nice of you to stop. Such arrogance. You fight about as well as a pumpkin.
Defender! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Potato!
Stop it!
Defendo!
Why can't I?
Confringo!
You're really not very good at this, are you?
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest until you're showing off.
Incendio!
No!
Protego! Levioso! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
I won't rest.
One countdown, one more to go. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Revelio.
What?
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Is that the best you can do?
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Descendo! Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus!
Won't get away with that!
Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio!
I didn't quite finish.
I know you're in somewhere.
Confringo!
Hogwarts teach you nothing!
Incendio! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Protego! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Confringo! Incendio!
I can't
Revelio! Levioso! Glacius!
Get there!
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
You're like a glum bumblebee.
Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Levioso!
Who do you think you are?
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Well, Expelliarmus!
Childish!
Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Quite unnecessary!
Incendio!
Oh,
Confringo! Incendio!
I won't rest.
Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Protego! Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest until you're...
Defendo! Expelliarmus!
Get accustomed to that!
Revelio. Expelliarmus.
Someone's here.
Incendio. Confringo. Leviosa. Fuego. Descendo. Expelliarmus.
How is this happening?
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
I do miss the bustle of...
I managed to catch them off guard.
I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you. Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
I could use some gold.
I hope they know what they're doing on.
Confringo! Reparo! Confringo! Descendo! Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. This must be the cavern Mrs. Throttle mentioned. Revelio.
Betting on a dragon fight is the best decision I've made yet.
Better have a look around, see if I can find out some letters. That's all the Hawk Lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Confrigo. Lumos. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Freedom! Defender! Incendio! Freako! Defender! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confrigo! Incendio! Revelio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Finder. Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Glaciers. Confringo. Incendio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio. Confringo. Repulsor. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me.
I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont. Rumour is he was seen in the forest. I fear he got himself into shame.
I can certainly...
I can tell you that Bardolph was... Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I was able to harvest some...
Oh, thank... And Sirona will be delighted. How kind of you.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. Hello, Sirona. I was able to provide...
Oh, thank...
I wondered about some of the letters.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a
And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. Well,
I'm glad I could...
And